Hey there, you guys. So today I have kind of a lot of books to share with you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. I have 20 books to share with you. So let's get started. So the first book that I have to share with you is The Giver by Lois Lowry. And there's going to be a handful of books in here, and those are the books that I'm doing first, that aren't actually new purchases. I just took them from our upstairs library, but I hadn't had them on my shelf ever, so I wanted to share them with you. So that first one here is The Giver, and I already read this. I just read this a little while ago, and I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up, but it didn't, I don't know, it didn't meet my expectations, but I'll talk about that more in my wrap-up this month. So the next 3 books that I have here are companion books. I think that, yeah, they're companion, there's 3 books in a companion series, and they are by Suzanne Pfeiffer, and the first one is Life as We Knew It. The second one is The Dead and Gone. And the third one is This World We Live In. These 3 I also took from upstairs, and I'm excited to get to them because the plot seems interesting, but I mean, I didn't buy them, so I don't know. We just bought them for something, and I don't remember what, but yeah, so I'm gonna get to these hopefully soonish, maybe soonish. The next 2 books that I have here are the first 2 books in a trilogy, and they are The Maze Runner and The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. These 2 books, okay, I don't really know exactly what they're about, but this one I know that it's about a boy who somehow shows up in this place, and then there's this whole maze thing. I don't know details about it, but I know obviously this movie just recently went into theaters, so we had these 2 books upstairs, so I brought them down so that I could start the series, see if I like it, and I want to go see the movie, so obviously I'm going to read the book before I see the movie. So, yes. Next book that I have here is not one that I took from upstairs. It is actually a book that my 7th grade language arts teacher gave to me because I didn't have it, and I was like, oh, where'd you get it? Because I've been looking for this book and I just don't know where to get it because they don't have it at Barnes & Noble and stores, and I don't really want to order it, and it hasn't really been like top priority. But, so she was just like, take it, and nobody reads it anyway. It's like brand new. So this is Dream Factory by Blake Barkley and Heather Hepler. This is a book about Disney World and how all of their character people go on strike, and so Disney World has to hire teenagers to fill their spots, and then these teenagers find out that Disney World is not exactly the happiest place on earth. And so I got this book because this book just made me so happy. Like, I'm so excited to get to it because it'll kind of show a little bit of the behind the scenes of Disney World, and just kind of, I'm hoping this book is good because, yeah, this plot, this synopsis makes me happy, and I'm very excited to get to it. So, the next book that I have here is The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. Seems like everybody is hauling this. Like, everybody is getting this book and is reading it, and everybody on BookTube just kind of is like, get my hands on this book. It's so... And, okay, you guys have to see the underneath of The Iron Trial, because it is one of the prettiest, not one of the prettiest, I guess I shouldn't say it's one of the prettiest, but it's a pretty underneath. Okay. Look, so it's like this blue, like, it's kind of a dark teal blue. Look at this. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys can't see it. Yeah, you can. Look at it. There's an indent here with an arrow on it. So that must mean there's arrows in the book. And then look at the coloring of it. I don't know, it's really pretty and I like it, and it's just, I like pretty books, okay? I like my pretty books. I've never read a book by Holly Black or Cassandra Clare, which I know is like, which, you know, I'll get to that in a minute. But I had heard the synopsis of this book and it just kind of, it intrigued me, and since it was a new release, it just got released this month, I was like, I'll go ahead and pick it up because it seems like a really good book, and so I'm very excited to get to this book and actually like read something by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare, and the fact that it's written by both of them, like, this one's gonna be good. I think this is gonna be a good book. So the next two books that I have here are the first and third in a series, and let me explain here for a minute about why I got the first book and the third book. This is a 6-book series, and I was just kind of looking through Book Outlet, kind of just looking around and seeing if, because I have this list. Okay, let me explain this to you. I have this big long list of like every book that I've seen that I have an interest in reading and I don't already own. And mainly that list has been formulated by booktubers, just saying. And so on that list is that book series, and they have not had these books on Book Outlet ever since I've been looking for them. And they finally had them, and they had the first and the third book in hardback. And I was like, I don't know. I've been wanting to get these books for a little while. And I was like, I'll get them in paperback because it's easier and they're cheaper, and just to make it easier on myself. But they were on Book Outlet, the first and third book, in hardback. So I got really excited. But the thing is they had the second book in paperback. And I was like, well, I can't have the first and the third book in hardback and then have the second book in paperback. That doesn't make sense. So I have here City of Bones and City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. And this is what I was saying about how I would explain this, because now I have books to read by Cassandra Clare. So basically what I'm planning to do is read this book, and if I like it, then I'm going to buy the second book in hardback, read the second book, and then read the third book, and then kind of just see where I'm going with that, and then I'll get and then I'll get the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth book in that series in hardback, and then they'll all look so pretty on my shelf, and it'll be perfect. And, okay, I have never seen a book hardback like this, okay? So I'm going to show you what the underneath looks like, okay? It's just a plain and simple, but if you can see, I don't think you guys can see it. So you know how there's books that have the binding here in a different fabric, paper, I don't know what it is, I think it's paper, I don't know. And then they have a smoother and like a rougher and a smoother. It's all black, but it's in different fabrics, and it looks really cool. Looks really, really cool. Looks really cool. So I'm very excited that they look pretty underneath, because I read my hardbacks with just the underneath, so I like having them pretty. So yeah, that is City of Bones and City of Glass. So the next / last book that I have here, before I get to my unboxing, I'm very excited to show you guys an unboxing. I have one of the prettiest books I have ever bought in my entire life. I have to show you this. I got it this month, it came out, and it just makes me happy. Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this? Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. It's so pretty. Oh, and it's really heavy. I have to like hold it with two hands because it's so heavy. Like, and it's super, like, look, this is my head. This is how big it is. It's just, I can't formulate words at how pretty this book is. I just, and then you have to see the underneath. You have to see what the underneath looks like. It's just, it's almost as heavy as, this book is almost as heavy as a textbook. I'm not even joking you right now. I'm in high school and I know what a textbook feels like, okay? Look. Look at how pretty it is. And like, this is like the coloring of the cover. It has like little tiny little scene. It's not a scene, but it's like almost like a glass look to it. And it's all solid. There's no like change in fabric. And it's not fabric. It's actually like, I don't even know what to call this. I don't even know. But I love this book so much. This book makes me happy. This book makes me happy. I was willing to pay $17 for this book. That's how happy it makes me. And just look, there's so many words. So many words. And then, okay, you have to see these beautiful, beautiful illustrations. John Rocco did an amazing job with these beautiful, beautiful pictures. Like, just look at that. Look at that. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, so that is it for that section of this book haul. Now, I have an unboxing from Book Outlet. I have nine books. Just 9 books. 9 books in this box right here. Okay? Okay. So I'm gonna try and do this here. I used so much willpower. This box has been sitting in my room for I don't even know how long. This box has been sitting in my room for about a week. Because I didn't need to open it. I can wait. I have enough books. I don't need to I didn't need to like open it and rush into anything here. So Book Outlet always sends like so much paper. So much paper. Invoice. Ooh, wow. Those are smaller than I thought they'd be. Another one. Okay. So I have 9. I should have 9. I don't know how many. Maybe I don't have 9. Maybe I only have 7. Oh no, I do have 9. Okay. So I have 9 books in here. Well, technically 7, but I have 9. And so the first book that I see here is Tempest by Julie Cross. So I've seen a lot of people a lot of people have hauled this book, but they've never hauled any of the other ones, so probably just because they haven't read it yet. But it's about this boy who can, like, jump back into the past, and then, I don't know, I can't remember the exact plot of it, but, like, he loses his girlfriend, and there's these people who are trying to get to him, and I'm just excited to get to it, because it just seems so interesting, and it's a hardcover. It's the dust jacket is a little damaged, but not bad. So I'm excited about this book. So the next book that I have to show you is Mind Games by Kirsten White. I've seen so many people haul this book, and I've seen so many people talk about Kirsten White. So I've seen this on Book Outlet for a very long time, and so I was just like, well, I need another book to add to my order to make it over $35 so I could use my coupon thing. So I ended up getting it, and I think this is part of a duology. But I could be wrong. Don't trust me on that. So yes, I'm very excited to get to this, and it's super tiny. Like, super tiny. Like, it's only, how many pages is this? It's only 250. It's less than 200. It's 241 pages. That's a tiny book. This will take me like 2 hours. I don't know. It probably won't take me that fast, but it's a very tiny book. Like, I'm kind of surprised. So the next book that I have here is a very tiny book. I didn't realize it was going to be this tiny. You see? Can you see it? Are you figuring out what it is? And this book is Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Chbosky? I don't know. But it's a weird yellow, like weird green. I'm kind of surprised at and this is a, I didn't realize this book was going to be so small, like, I like smelling my books. I really like smelling my books. Books smell good. But so, I'm very excited to get to this. I wanted to see the movie, but I wanted to read the book first because that's what you do when there's a book to movie adaptation. You read the book first. So this is another one. So this is another one that I've been kind of like looking for on Book Outlet because it was one of those, I wasn't too determined to buy it like on Amazon or anything, but so when it was on Book Outlet I was like, oh, yes, I have to order it now because I want this book. And yeah, so, and everybody's been telling me that it's super, super good. So I decided to pick it up. So the next book that I have here kind of is a tag along to my last haul. You can probably guess what this is. It is Hold Me Closer, Necromancer by Lish McBride. So they actually had the edition that I wanted to purchase on Book Outlet in paperback, so I picked it up because I was like, I'm not going to order it on Amazon. I'm going to wait until this copy comes back on Book Outlet because these books were kind of a whim buy. I didn't really know what they were about, so I just kind of went and picked them up, and we'll see if I like them because, me? I don't know. So, yes, that is that book. Alright, so I'll just show you these because they aren't really books, but I bought them for my mom. And they're 2 little owl notebooks. I didn't realize they were going to be this tiny. The way that they were pictured, like I didn't see a size on there, but they looked like they were like kind of normal size notebooks, but these are like tiny itty bitty journals. That's why I was kind of surprised that they were so cheap. But now I see it and I'm like, okay, those are kind of expensive. But they're still really cute, and my mom's obsessed with owls, so I'm excited to give her these. She knows that they're coming, but I'm excited to still like give them to her. So the next book, it feels weird. I didn't expect it to feel like this. And the book is in like perfect condition. Holy crap. So, sorry. I don't mean to keep you waiting. And this is Life After Theft by Aprilyn Pike. This is another one of those that I bought because of my list and BookTube, and I've seen this on there a couple times, but I was like, I don't really know. I had it on my list, but I was like, it's at the bottom, so I don't really need it. It can wait a little bit, and like it's a super matte finish, and it's super pretty, but the book is in like perfect condition. What is this? I should undress the other ones and show them to you. The title of the book is on the book. Not just, and it's a pretty, oh, I told you I like pretty books. Oh, the only thing that's wrong with this book is this, and that's just because of Book Outlet. All Book Outlet books have those little markings on them. I can, oh, such a pretty book. And April and Pike is pretty. Not that I thought that she wasn't pretty, but she's, oh man. Oh, I really want to read that now. Alright, let me pull out my other books here so I can, here's, oh, it's so pretty. These are really pretty books. Look at it. Look, and it, look. It's just like, look at it. They're so pretty. Now I can't wait to read Mind Games. Like, this is, it's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, let me undress Tempest and show how. Well, that's a letdown. Tempest isn't pretty. I mean, the spine looks kind of cool. Oh, the book's a little dinged, but that's okay. Books can be damaged. I still love them. Like my Cinder book. I bought it scratch and dent. It is my fault, but I didn't realize that they could be that bad. I would have cried if it would have come without a dust jacket. I probably would have cried. Okay, so this next book makes me happy because it's such a pretty book. And it's a little dirty. It's a little bit of a dirty book, and it's a heavy book. Like, oh. But it's the first book in a series, and my 7th grade teacher that I've been helping out over the summer a little bit had the second book in the series and not the first one, and so I read the synopsis of the second one. I remember liking it, so I wrote it down on my list of books to buy, and so I bought the first one on Book Outlet, and I'm super excited to read it because it's in paperback, but it's got one of those hardcover flippy things, as you can see. Flip. But, and this is Tiger's Curse by Colleen Houck. It has a sticker on it. That makes me mad. But now I know how to take stickers off, so I might do that I might show you guys how to do that eventually. When I have lots of books that need them taken off, that I have enough to film a video for. Look at his eyes. In the video camera it looks like, oh, he's staring at you. But yeah, he's not that scary. But I'm super excited to read this because it just seemed like a really good book. And I'm excited to get it on Book Outlet. They have all 4. So I'll have to get the first 2 in paperback and the second 2 in hardcover. But they had all 4 last time I checked. And so if I like this book and I read it quickly, but if I like this book and I can get it on Book Outlet and I can read the rest, they're just such pretty book. It's very compact. Like, I mean, this is about the size of the hardcover. Like, so it's got the same, because normally paperbacks are bigger than the hardcover is, just because of the way that hardcovers are designed. But yeah, that's a pretty book. That's a really pretty book. Okay. And the last book that I have here is The Nightmare Affair by Mindy Arnett. And I picked this book up because I'd seen a booktuber haul it, and so I'd seen this on Book Outlet for a while, and this is kind of like Mind Games. I just kind of threw it in because I needed, no, it wasn't like Mind Games. I mean, Mind Games was kind of like that, but it was like Tempest. I'm screwing up my words today. Grrr. But it's a very shiny cover. Very, very shiny. Compared to Life After Theft. Like, shiny. But anyway, it's about this girl, and she can see into other people's dreams. Like, she has to go and be in their nightmares. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm excited to get to this, and it was in hardcover, so yeah, and let me undress it, and it's not exciting. Ooh. The side is a little different. Like, look at it. It's like a purple. It's a weird purple. That's kind of interesting. But I guess that's kind of what the cover is. So that's a pretty not dust jacket. This isn't a dust jacket. This isn't a dust jacket. I really cannot speak today, can I? Okay, well, it's empty now. So let me see if I can hold all these up so you guys can see them. Let me see if I can do this. So I don't think I can get them all in frame. So I'll hold them up in 2 separate stacks. So here's the first stack, and this one barely fits in frame. Here's the first stack. So many books. I didn't even do this last time because I had so many. It would have been like 6 different stacks. And then a heavy stack because of my textbook sized book. There's the second stack. So, let me see. Let me see if I can hold both of them. Let's see. Okay. This is risky. I shouldn't be doing this. Yay! Holding all the books. I'm going to drop them, so I'm going to put them all down now. Because I'm holding all this with one hand. No, I'm not, but I was. And I dropped them all, and then I bumped you. I dropped them all, and then I bumped you, and now you're all dark. What are you doing? What are you doing, camera? What are you... Oh.
that's a bummer. I was enjoying the... Well, it just that there's moisture. Yeah, the wood around it is swollen. I didn't want to force it closed when you're in stuff. Disappointed. I was enjoying the weather.
Sorry for the lighting change. We had to go and close all the windows. But anyway, so those are the 20 books that I got this month. Eee! They all make me happy and I'm very excited. And so, yeah, I will see you guys all next week with my wrap up and TBR. You guys might be disappointed in me, but you might be proud of me. Or maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. Just depends on how the month all shakes out. So, yes, I will see you all then. Bye!